Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Terumot. So moving on to the Masechet, I'm going to give a quick introduction to the Masechet before we jump into it. So Terumah, as we remember, is a tithe that we give to the Kohen. This Terumah is the first gift that we give to the Kohanim once we separate all our grain, right? The Pasuk speaks about specifically Dagan, Tirosh, Ve'itzhar, right? So it's Dagan, grain, Tirosh, wine, Yitzhar, the olive oil. Those are the three. So it's grain, grapes, and olives. You need to separate Terumah. How much is this Terumah? Actually, the Torah has no shiur for it. Mideoraita, Haita hat poteret takeri. You give one little kernel, mideoraita, you cover. Hachamim came and gave it a shiur. We'll see in a Masechet. The general shiur is 1 out of 50, 2%, right? So you take out, approximately 2%, and you separate that for Terumah. Now, as we said, Terumah is the first thing that you give to the Kohen. The Pasuk says, Reshit deganecha tiroshecha v'itzarecha, right? And it ends off titen lo, right? You have to give to the Kohen. Right? There's a continuation Pasuk, other things that we give to the Kohen. And it's titen lo, you give it to the Kohen. So that's what we need to give to the Kohen. That's what we call Terumah gedola, right? That's our main tithe that we give to the Kohen. Parenthetically, the Levi, when he receives his portion, his maaser, he also needs to give to the Kohen, and the Levi gives 10% of what he receives also, he gives to the Kohen, and that's called Tirumat Maaser, or Maaser Mina Maaser, right? That's what we called it also. So there's two Tirumot that go to the Kohen, one that come from the owner, the crop owner, right? He gives 2% of his total crop, right? So if you had 100 pounds, he would give 2 pounds, and the Levi, right, has to give 10% of what he receives. So if the Levi received, let's say Levi received 10 pounds, so he would take off 1 pound of that and give that to the Kohen, right? So that's what we have to give. Now the Terumah is considered Kodesh, right? It's considered Kodesh to the effect that only a Kohen is allowed to eat it, right? He can't share it with people who are non-Kohanim. And if a Yisrael eats it, it's asur, right? It's asur for him, and even the is hayam mitabi de shamayim, right? It's a severe, a severe level of punishment, and that's really the basic laws of Terumah. Right, so our Masechet is very much going to focus on all these laws of Terumah. We're going to speak about all these things. We're going to speak about things got mixed up, right? And sefek, or it got, something else just fell in and it's there, but now you can't, separate it. How do we go all about all these things? That's going to be our Masechet as we discuss in Masechet Terumot.